Guylaine, of course you would ask me this question because it only makes sense.
Welcome to the Fortunate Women podcast. Meet our host, Guylaine Barry, founder of the Cause Femme syndicated radio show. She is an award-winning broadcast personality, speaker, published author, life coach, and a woman who believes that becoming is a lifelong journey. This space was created for the woman who is evolving, mature, wiser, powerful, sovereign, and fully expressed. A woman who understands that growth is not about perfection, it's about alignment. A space where we are sharing knowledge, experiences, and stories that shaped her. The lessons passed down from her mother, the wisdom gathered through life experiences, and the insights learned from the women and communities who have walked alongside her. This is more than a podcast. It is a place for reflection, leadership, faith, emotional intelligence, parenting, purpose, and legacy. If you are ready to move from surviving into becoming, from proving into creating, and from pressure into purpose, you are in the right place, because the fortunate woman is not defined by what she has. She is defined by who she chooses to become. Don't miss the conversations. We are in the rising season.
Greetings, everyone. You're watching the Fortunate Women podcast. We are about to hear her experience. Get ready to learn and grow. You're watching the Fortunate Women podcast. My name is Guylaine Barry, and please help me welcome Naïka Charles D'Haiti as she will share her own experience, how she has become a fortunate woman. When you're talking about making an impact and starting with other founders, was it always your dream to become so big?
Wow. I think it's a little bit of both, honestly. It's a little bit of both because in 2010, we had a major earthquake in Haiti.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And what that major, as a result of that earthquake, a lot of people migrated to the south, and specifically in Lekai, in Kapenge, and the surrounding areas. That year, again, we weren't a registered nonprofit organization yet. So that meal that we were sharing for hundreds of people, in the year of 2010, 1,000 plus people showed up in that little park area that can really truly hold just about 200 to 300 people. When we were faced with that reality, it really sparked something in us to create something more meaningful, more impactful. And in that same year, Guylaine, I went back to Kapenge in October of 2010 to seek help and to ask the right people, what are the needs in the community?
How did the diaspora, the local government or national government of Haiti, were they ever part of the work that you've done in Port-Saint-Anne, especially after the earthquake in Haiti?
I would say that in order for Port-Saint-Anne to be where it is today, this little mighty group of people that I love to say are ordinary people doing extraordinary things have managed to seek and do a lot of outreach to people like you, family and friends in the diaspora, in the country, in our workplace. So it became, especially for me, a job, if you want to call it that. But because I'm so passionate about serving people and about well-being of people that are from my country, we were able together with the team to start raising money to actually do the work, to actually feed these people. We were able to do what you call food program, food donation program. We were able to do hygiene kit programs and collect back to school backpacks and school supplies. And all of that was thanks to individuals like you and I. You asked about people in the government, and I will say specifically no, because we are a nonprofit organization that is Haitian American led, although we do have non-Haitian global people in our administration, our board of directors, for example. But the government, no, we have never, Project Santan has never received any government assistance. It doesn't mean we don't collaborate with elected officials in the community, especially if we're hosting a big event like we did in 2020-25 with our inauguration at Center of Dreams. The elected officials were invited, and they did come and see the work that these citizens of Haiti are doing in the community.
I think that will be a great part to talk about. Why would you choose education, and what does it mean to invest into the new generation and the young people through Centre des Rêves? And also, because I know that's your passion, this name, Centre des Rêves, how did you come up with that name?
Well, I can't say I came up with that name. Mm-hmm. We came up with that name.
And in English, you can be one person or it can be a multiple.
Yes, I just want to be very clear and transparent when we speak of Project Santan, only because we make sure that we lead by example as a team. I may be the face of the organization, as people often like to remind me, but there's a team of people that makes things happen. Center of Dreams, Centre des Rêves, this name came from a meeting that a few members of the team were having. And I have to say that Randy Gornay, who is one of our key executive team members, had a dream. He had a dream of once building a school. And not only did he have a dream, he had a wish. He made a wish to St. Jude as he is born on October 28th, which is St. Jude's anniversary. When he shared that dream with us as a team, we immediately embraced the team because, quite frankly, it's a dream and a vision that we've always had, because it's not just education, it's éducation à la base with the vision of continuity, with the vision of l'école professionnelle, of vocational school. So when you hear of that dream, and you know what the vision is clearly in your mind, the pieces come together. And they came together in that meeting. Dream, Centre des Rêves. We played around with it a lot. And it makes sense because when you hear that name, Centre des Rêves, Center of Dreams, and you attach it to education, it's giving these children hope from the very beginning. What is that hope? That hope is when you dream big, big things can be achieved.
What has your own journey taught you about purpose, resilience, and becoming? Naïka Charles D'Haiti.
It has taught me the importance of what it means to be consistent and committed, not just passionate, because passion comes and goes. But when you're committed to something, and when you believe in something, and when you believe in people, and when you believe in a higher power, and when I do, and this is where I say we or you, I believe in the higher power. I believe, and that's why I am where I am today with Project Santan, doing the outreach, talking to people like you, not just raising awareness, but seeking for help, making a connection. I see myself in a position to continue to lead effectively while growing this organization, this community, to become the most sustainable platform that exists in Haiti.
Wow. So, with that being said, my next question to you: what has this journey required of you, Naïka, personally, that people may not see from the outside?
Ah, Guylaine, of course you would ask me this question because it only makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Thank you again. I just want to say thank you again for giving us this opportunity to talk about the great work that we do and to answer this question directly, the challenges, the obstacles that comes with it. For me personally, I live in New York with my family. And while technology has given us access to do all things virtually, there are initiatives, programs, needs that requires physical presence. And in a country like ours, in a country like Haiti, unfortunately, and this is in parentheses, unfortunately, it's a major sacrifice to travel to Haiti, to the Haiti now, to today's Haiti. So for me, the word of the day and every day when I think about Project St. Anne, the work that we do and how I lead and the commitment that I have and the vision that is beyond me and beyond us is sacrifice.
Hmm.
There isn't a time where I travel to Haiti because, again, I have to be, faut moi sous béton. I have to be underground certain times. It requires leadership presence while there are leaders underground, for sure. That represents the organization very well. It still requires, whether it's me, Dina, Linda, or Randy, and so many others in the group to be underground. It requires a sense of faith, honestly. And when I say faith, spirituality, to do this type of work, I have to balance and check and balance myself, my mental health, my emotional health, my emotional well being, my physical health all the time. Be prayerful, united with prayer, with my people, that we are safe, that we are protected, not because I need to go back home only, but because we need to breathe and live properly. And yes, and quite frankly, it's not only because the work has to be done. That is a priority. M'son petit campérin. Moi, mais la caille, moi. Moi, mais air que me senti la caille, moi. I love the air that I breathe when I'm home. So after all, the work has to get done, but I enjoy being in my country. I enjoy being in a community where I still feel safe. So to answer your question, and thank you so much for asking this question, it is not easy peasy.
Once again, thank you for doing the work that you're doing, and also for having the ability to put people together, because sometimes it may not seem easy that the work is being done when you're on the ground, but you do make it look like anybody can do that.
And if it's in Haiti, for example, it will always have an element of giving back, because giving back is an opportunity to be in touch with your human side, especially in a country like Haiti. So my LLC is there to serve the people. I also do private promotion for certain companies that aligns with my mission at Naïka Charles D'Haiti, which is purpose, creativity, responsibility, while doing something fun together. I think it's important for me to give a very heartfelt shout out to the Project Santan team, both internationally and underground, because we're a volunteer based organization, Guylaine, including myself.
Hmm.
That is very important to note. And you just touch on something that is worth highlighting. And it's the importance of giving back to what you believe in, investing in what you believe in. And that's what every single member of this team has done and has been doing. And in my case, for example, it's a major challenge at times because I do fundraising, and fundraisings are very hard to land nowadays, especially when it comes to Haiti. And the little bit that we're able to raise goes straight to our cause. I think this is very important to note. What is our cause? Education and community development. And
Mhm.
now Project St. Anne has a school. We realized Center of Dreams, which means we have employees now. We value your support. We have mouths to feed, and we have over 300 beneficiaries between Center of Dreams and the 26 different schools where we have children from primary school to high school. You can make a donation via our Zelle account. You can reach us via email at info@projectsantan.org, or you can email me directly, Naïka at projectsantanne.org. St. Anne is STANNE.org. And those are the ways that you can get in touch with us. And quite frankly, we need support not only for our sponsorship program, because without the sponsorship program, without sponsors to make sure that these kids get to continue their education, we can't continue this program. We also have a nutritional program. We feed 100 people a day, twice a day at Center of Dreams. That's important to note. Thanks to our sponsors, our partners, and there are some that I cannot not name, like Queen of the Apostle since 2009 in Charlotte, North Carolina, like Umcor, who has been really helping us the past couple of years, also through our programs, the Saint Louis Gonzague alumni, who has supported us also throughout the building of Center of Dreams and has made us realize the inauguration of Center of Dreams. There are so many people, in our community and in Haiti. And the people in Haiti, they don't even want their names out there because they're just doing it out of the greatness of their heart. Who donates, whether it's in kind donation, food, hygiene kits, cleaning kits, name it. We've been very lucky, but unfortunately, I have to say this, it's not enough. It's not enough because the need is greater than great. So continue to help us create impact, continue to help us change lives, and continue to help us remain sustainable because truly that's what we're looking for. It's that sense of sustainability in the country and as we continue to grow this vision.
Your story is still being written. Years from now, Naïka Charles D'Haiti, what do you hope people will say that you stood for?
For Haiti, I think people will say She stood for Haiti. She stood for what she believed in, her country, her people. I would love to be remembered as a woman who not only believed in the people and the children and education, because that's how I was raised. I was surrounded by educators, but I want to be remembered as the woman who believed she could, and she did. And she did so with integrity, with love, with honesty, and with people who are like minded, with people who are transparent enough to trust one another to do the work.
The Fortunate Women podcast is about shining the light and also share the wealth of the journey that you have done the work in creating a lasting legacy. We are proud of you, Naïka Charles D'Haiti. Keep up the good work. Until next time, peace, love, and grace for yourself and for other people. Thank you.
Thank you, Guylaine. And right back to you. Thank you. And to all, may we continue to do our best each and every day. Peace, love, and light.
I'm Guylaine Berry, and today it was a great opportunity to share with you the experience of Naïka Charles D'Haiti and the work that she's doing, empowering others while she is living her legacy. Please share, like, comment, and contribute to making this world a better place. Be the change you want to see. Once again, I'm Guylaine Berry, the founder and host of the Fortunate Women podcast.